Titan coaching, baby.
Mm,
How you going, man?
feeling good, and you?
Good, good, good. All right, so everyone knows who you are in the chat, I think, but maybe you could just say hi in Portuguese, let them know who we are, etc.
Salve, galerinha, Titãozinho aqui. Vamos fazer uma aulinha com o Céu. Let's go.
Okay. Are you gonna stream or are you gonna like? How should we do this?
No, I'm not gonna stream.
Okay. Okay. So anyway, press 1 here in the chat if you're below master tier. If you're below master tier, press 1 in the chat. Okay, what makes me a normal person, right, is Titan's a bit of a freak. Titan, you were good at the game like almost straight away, right? How fast did it, how many years did it take for you to hit Challenger?
How many years?
Yeah, to hit Challenger.
I play League of Legends since 2009.
Mm-hmm.
And in 2013, I got Challenger.
Yeah, but you were really young, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the thing is
Like 3 or 4 years, something like that, yeah.
The thing is, most pros don't understand us normal people because like Titan's talented, so obviously he's climbing, right? All of us are really delusional, and we think if we climb, things will get better. You guys understand? We're like, oh man, I'm silver, but once I'm gold, I'm gonna be so much. It's gonna be so much fucking better. And I'm one of you guys because I started before iron was a thing. Bronze 5, 0 LP. So I was literally in the bottom 99.999% of the population. That's where I started. And I climbed all the way up here, right? And every time I'm like, oh my god, I'm silver. I'm finally going to meet humans. Oh my god, I'm gold. I'm going to meet humans. Oh my god, I'm platinum. I'm going to meet humans. It's just there's no light at the end of the tunnel. And when I coach rank 1 players, it's the same. You just get like... I mean, there are some creatures that somehow climb into your rank and just decide to grief you. Anyway, so how did you want to do this? Did you want me to watch like a scrim VOD, a POV? Did you want me to watch one of your solo queue games? Do you want to play some games?
I don't think solo queue will be good for watching because it's disgusting to play solo queue. Like.
Okay, so today, guys, wait. Someone write me a Portuguese entrance. Because I noticed Minerva does one for his YouTube videos, and this is probably going to go up on YouTube. He says, "Hola familia," something. You know, I've been trying to learn. Salve familia. Okay, boa. My name is Coach SeeEl, and today, you know, we're going to watch Red versus Loud. Something like this. Salve Loud. Hola YouTube. So today we're here with Red Titan. Soon to be, I think, couple rumors out there of you joining multiple teams, but we're here with Titan, a ADCARRY prodigy from Brazil, and we're going to go over kind of the prodigy, the genius,
oh my god,
over his series against Loud this year in the playoffs, and it's going to be semi-coaching session as well as discussing how the game went. Anyway, let's just get straight into it. So this is, I believe, game 1 of playoffs.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
So what do you think about the draft so far? So you see, you have like, you picked Zyra Khan early, I see.
I mean, this first game, I think it's fine for us. Like, mid lane, we have pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Bot side, they have pressure if they want.
Yeah.
But we have a lot of kill pressure and outscale them.
Mm-hmm.
Top side is fine. I don't know. Early game maybe Kisante wins, but after one item, Nar starts to win top side for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And that time I thought that Iverney outscale Poppy for sure.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think basically what I see on the draft, guys, and you as well, is that when they banned Azir, was this a target ban? Like to
It's because we have a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. When we play against Azir, he always get 10 kills and win the game.
Right.
That's why we ban.
So what I see initially is like the Sejuani rel ban, and the kind of idea behind it is, well, Sejuani was a very high prior jungle for Loud in general, but it also enables...
We ban Sejuani because Robo always plays Bruiser top.
Exactly. So he always pairs it with things like Sejuani Jax, Sejuani Renekton, Sejuani Cassante. So taking away the Sejuani and also like taking away Sejuani from Croc seemed like a great option for Red side. For Red. And what this is also saying is like their tier list, right? On what they think is OP. If Azir is like a target ban towards enemy team or towards like for your team because you can't play against it, Sejuani Rel for me would be target bans, where they're basically saying, okay, we think if we first pick Xayah and you guys early pick Xayah and we get Xayah with a support counter, for example, Lulu, right, with Frosty, then I'm really happy as the Xayah side. We think that Xayah is the best champion left in the tier list. So we're really happy to trade Xayah for Kai'Sa. If you don't ban Rakan, we'll take away Rakan. And then after that, in the mid-tier list, I think that Nico is the strongest. That's basically what I'm hearing or what I'm seeing from the draft, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, part of me that gets a bit confused. So basically, you know, right now we have Nico on 3. One thing that I don't really like about this Nico pick is that if you're going to pick Nico into Azir is a really good matchup for Nico. Are you aware? Like, even if you play badly, you should be up like 20 CS. Did you know that or not?
I don't know. I don't know much about the mid laners because when we play against Azir, they always get 10 kills and win the game.
Okay.
Whatever. It's not about the pick that is strong against each other. You know.
Yeah.
Like,
So
this is not one of the problems.
So basically, I think that yeah, I mean, banning Azir for your side makes sense given that you picked Xayah. This champ outranges you. You're the primary carry in this team. But it's a little bit, how do I say it? From an outside perspective, it's like a little bit, I wish they had, you know, learned to play this matchup and learned to abuse Azir, right? Because Azir is countered by two things. Either you pick range, right? You pick champs like Jace, Ezreal, these kind of things. Or you pick champs that can dive it really well, like, or like fuck it in lane, you know? Like Nico. So that's what I see. And what Loud is saying is, okay, you guys can take Xayah. We know that you'll want to take the Rakan, so we're going to blind Poppy with the intention of flexing it top and support. And if you guys take Rakan, Poppy is really good into Rakan, so, you know, it's always going to be good for us. And worst case scenario, we can also move it top into champions like Ornn, you know.
I don't think this Alistar should be one of their picks.
Yeah. So normally, basically, like Xayah Kai'Sa matchup is that Xayah outranges in lane and gets push in early levels, right? And Kai'Sa can basically move around the map and skirmish a little better. The problem is when you play Kai'Sa with Alistar, Alistar is hyper useless level 1. So Rakan gets complete freedom on how he wants to play on the map. And while Alistar is considered a counter pick to Rakan, I don't think it's actually that great because it's terrible into Xayah. Alistar is really,
You think it is a counter?
No, I think it's a fake counter. So it is like isolated, but it's considered a counter in pro play. That's what they think, you know? Because I talk to a lot of teams. But traditional counters to Rakan are actually things like Nautilus or Lulu. So the reason it's Nautilus...
I think Nautilus should be better than there, I think.
Yeah. So the reason people pick Nautilus is like, basically you can lock down the Rakan, and Rakan's strength is his engage. So you want to take that away from the Rakan, right? But yeah, in general, I don't like Alistar here for two reasons. One is I think they looked too much at the Rakan side. They didn't look at the bot 2v2, where they really need to think about contesting push, where they really need to think about team fights. And also, Alistar's really fucking bad into Xayah. Like, you're just super happy playing into this champion. So yeah, I'm not really sure about the third pick. And it ends up being where Red is, I think, pretty happy. They get what they want. They think that these three champions are the strongest in the meta. And then they pair it with, you know, a very strong enchanter jungle. Given that they have a melee support, this is fine. So with Ivan is strong from level 1 to 4, but normally you want a melee support like Nautilus or Rakan to go with it because you lack tankers and you lack engage, right? So that's why you paired the Ivan with the Rakan and then you picked a tanker on top side. Is this all correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, pretty good. I think this, as I said, I'm not still too happy because I do think that Nico's really great into Azir, but given that your team can't play into it, makes sense. That's the adaptation you have to make in playoffs, right?
Yeah.
Then we see blue side 4 and 5, which is Ivan Cassante. I think the Syndra into Nico makes sense. It's a decent matchup. Nico has push early and Syndra eventually outscales. And I believe at 40 stacks, you start to like really punish the Nico. And then on final pick, red side opts to take the Gnar counter pick into Cassante, where Cassante can trade HP for push, wins early levels, and then later on loses in side lane. I think at 1.5 core or 1 core. Breaking down the draft, personally, I don't think it's an easy game for red side to play because Xayah Rakan can get push early, Nico can also get push, and Cassante can get push. So you have 3 lanes of prio with a jungler that can either set up dives or like set up early objectives, basically do whatever they want. And Loud's kind of job is for Poppy to play either opposite side of Ivan and let, like, say, bot lane 2v3, 2v4, maybe, even if Nico moves, or just to match Ivan best you can, depending on the lane state, right? But I think that the way the game should go is that you should look at, like, maybe a 4-man dive on a side lane in most cases. And early Herald should be yours, right? So first 2 Drakes, early Herald should be red cannons. What does Zai want to do here? So let's look at your 2v2, okay, Titan? So, like, if you're thinking about your job in this game, what are you thinking in terms of, like, lane phase? What do you want to buy? What wave are you crashing, etc.?
It depends. If they let me push, I want to play in 5 waves and go to base. It depends on our pathing towards the laning. Like the Ivan pathing, you know. So I'm gonna play for the Drakes early if they allowed me to get prior, you know.
Yeah.
Because we have prior mid, right?
Yeah.
So we should get the first Drake if we want it. But Ivan is fucking weak early game.
Oh.
So we need to look for opportunities, no?
Okay, so if your Ivan's bad, yes. Ivan's a champion that's actually very oppressive from like level 1 to 4 because your clear speed is so fast. And Ivan is actually a counter pick into Poppy. The reason it doesn't feel strong is because Ivan's best pairings are with Jace and Tristana. And as you can see, Jace and Tristana are banned, right?
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah,
That's why. Yeah. Because generally he wants like a melee support plus AD mid. But it's also good into Poppy. So basically you should look to play through mid prior and play very aggressively into enemy team. You don't want to scale into this game as Xayah side because you don't win side, right? You don't win side as Nah into Nah. You also don't win team fights later because Syndra outranges your entire team, right? Ivan can't actually solo carry you. Ivan shouldn't be played like this. So that's the first issue. That's my first point. And the second point is like the way that I want you to think about the game is I don't agree with the way that you plan. So right now you're like, depends on what Ivan does. This is what you're thinking, right?
Yeah.
But what you should be saying is, what is my role in this team comp?
Oh, but if you want to say this, of course, I should just play. What do you mean?
So what I mean
like
by this is like
team fights or the mapping overall.
Just if you look at your draft, you're the solo carry, right?
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna hit the front line for sure.
So basically, I want your mentality to be, fuck you, I'm strong side. No, seriously.
But this composition is for sure I'm gonna be strong side because of the consented side, right?
but your mentality is too sacrificial, Titan, because your strength is you're a mechanical player that can carry a game start to finish, right? And you've been given the most OP AD according to your tier list, right? I'm not sure I agree. I don't know what patch this is. If this is AP Kai'Sa patch, I think Kai'Sa's better, but
yeah, it is.
Okay, then I don't agree. But let's just say that like you do think this is the best. It doesn't matter.
I think Xayah, because of people doesn't know how to play against this champion because they always go forward, is the best AD like on Brazil, you know?
Yeah, I mean it's region dependent as well, and obviously the level of play is much lower than say Europe, right? I would say, but like in general, what I'm trying to say is you need to know the identity of your champion and who you are, and the team needs to play around it, not the other way around, right? Like if the basic mentality is if you're gonna put me weak side, fuck you, I'm picking Jhin, you know, because like Kai'Sa matchups are always push dependent. For example, Ezreal Kai'Sa, if Ezreal gets push, he wins. Like most people think that Kai'Sa is like a counter to Ezreal, but it's really support dependent. The reason Kai'Sa is a counter to Ezreal, if it's Kai'Sa and Ezreal supports are even, then Kai'Sa will outpush Ezreal, and Kai'Sa will have push on Ezreal and will beat him in skirmishes. That's why.
I think it really depends on support for sure.
Like for example, if you have For example, if you have like Kai'Sa Lulu versus like Ezreal Karma, Ezreal will win, right? It's a same thought process. It's like when you're playing Kai'Sa X, for me, I want to have push in this lane, and I also have a melee support, right?
Yeah, the matchup that you say it's the extreme, like Lulu against Karma for sure. Karma
I mean, I'm just giving you an example, right? But basically, like the mindset I want you to have is, what is my champion designed to do? What people really forget about League of Legends is this game is really, really simple. This game is a bunch of ones and zeros and boxes and code. right? If you have a champion designed to go in, then you should probably go in, right? If you have a champion like Lulu, you should probably play to win lane. If you have a champion like Nautilus and Rakan, you should probably play for first base and you should probably play to roam on the map, right? You're not going to contest push into enchanters early levels, or level 1 to 3, right? So like, basically what I'm trying to say is, I want to push this lane, right? I have Xayah Rakan. I have a melee support, so whoever bases...
I don't remember that game. I don't really remember what happens on the lane phase.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what happens. I'm teaching you, you know? Whoever bases first is going to win the map. Because Rakan impacts mid matchup / jungle matchup, right? And mid jungle sways bot matchup. And you have 3 lanes of push, so you just need to snowball before they scale. It's a very simple game plan. So for me, I probably want to start longsword, and I want to base on second cannon. So like 4 minutes, 20 crash, which is like wave 6, right? And I will have 900.
You want to base to get Quiver at the first base, right?
Yeah, exactly. Which I need 950 gold. Why? Because it's push dependent. I already have range advantage. Berserker Greaves are fine too, but I don't want to greed tempo. Why? Because 1100 gold means you're not going to start boots, right?
No.
And you also want Drake. So Drake spawns at 5 minutes, right? So if you play for boots, your first base is delayed by a full wave. 30 seconds. Make sense?
Yeah.
So for me, as Xayah side, I want first Drake plus Herald plus second Drake. This is what I want. This is pretty logical, right? But notice how if I think about the game, for me, in like 2 seconds, I know roughly how the game will play out for the first 5 to 8 minutes. You should be able to do that. Else you shouldn't draft. That's my opinion. I think if you're a good drafter, you need to know what games are playable, what games are not. Now the trap is, if you go for 3 winning lanes, and this is very important that it's translated. If you have 3 winning lanes and you play a composition that can't siege and can't end the game, that's where you fall into like the scaling trap, where you can never win the game. But as long as you know how your composition works, and if your comp can snowball and take Baron at 20 minutes, it's fine. So yeah, I mean, like, basically I want you to already have this plan in mind. And it needs to be, hey, we need to push bot, right? And we should play for first Drake. And Ivan should be like, okay. That's really it. The only play that he can maybe go for that's other than that is maybe cheesing Raptor. So if you know the Blue Wolves Raptor cheese is Ivan, that could be a play. But other than that, like, the laners dictate how the jungler plays. The jungler's a facilitator, right? If you're
it depends if you have push or not, because this matchup I shouldn't get the push if Kai'Sa really wants.
You think so? I think you get the push.
Yeah, I know. It depends if Kai'Sa wants. Like if she play like first on the lane phase, she can really push me.
I mean 1v1, sure, but you have like Rakan into Alistar. It's Alistar level 1.
Yeah, but what Rakan will does into Alistar?
Well, it's a range champion. You can hit the wave.
Yeah, you can hit the wave, but like you don't think that if Alistar has the middle of the bush, they have control of the wave?
Yeah, but you should never give middle of the bush.
Yeah, but they start first on the wave. Look at them.
Yeah, but why does this happen then? That's my question. Like, okay, if I'm playing this matchup,
we tried level 1, I think.
Okay, look at this. Look at this. So you tried level 1 and you chunk Seos, right?
Yeah.
Walk bot.
We should run it down, right?
Yeah, yes, exactly. Like, okay, the only time Root and Seos should get an advantage in your 2v2 is if you're forced to leash, which you should never leash, right? Or if you lose level 1. So the reason you'll lose level 1 is, let me pull up Rift Kit, okay? This middle bush, if you see China and Korea play, they literally fucking fight for this middle bush as 5, by the way. They literally run here as 5 people and fight for this ward, right? So who's stronger, level 1, you or them? Look at your comp. How do you lose level 1? I mean, yes,
because of the runes. Of course, I win now.
Yeah,
because she have a health place, right?
Exactly.
If it turns to be a long term of fight,
yeah,
of course I'm gonna win because of the runes.
Yeah, it's like it's Halo Blades versus Lethal Tempo.
Lethal Tempo.
But it's also Nico. It's also Nico. So Nico's like really oppressive level 1, and then Ivan also has Q, right?
Yeah.
So you can't lose level 1. So you should never lose middle bush. So like the com here in this game,
I agree.
so in volatile matchups, you actually need to like compete for the middle bush. It's the same for top lane. Like if you're playing shit like Rumble into Na, and you can get middle bush control, it's so nice for you, because this matchup is so hard for the Na side early game. And it's the same here. Like you push them out. This is why I felt like Frosty was super interesting, because he was mechanically good, but like there's so many things you don't know about the game. Imagine you and Frosty run bot right now and push Kai'Sa out, right? And then Frosty insta bases and you just play with middle bush control. But instead, Kai'Sa starts in lane and then you end up being mid. Hey, thanks for the sub, Rosette13. Appreciate it. Muito obrigado por sub. So then, yeah, this is what happens. And for some reason, your mid laner is... Tinones is like almost a one trick at this champ, right? I heard he's really good on this champ.
Yeah, he's good. One trick, I don't know.
Okay, so you get push bot. This is how it should look like, by the way.
Yeah.
If I guarantee you, if you put 2 Koreans against 2 Koreans or 2 Chinese against 2 Chinese, this is how it should look. Because it's fucking Alistair, the most useless champ in the game. Level 1.
Yeah, level 1, yeah.
Yeah. So you should always have push first 3 waves, which means they should always trade HP for the gold. You should poke them on the tower, right? Now, what can Poppy do? Well, Poppy can level 2 gank me, and he can also level 3 gank me, right? So if I have push, I'm going to be warding the second wave most of the time.
That's what I do.
Nice. This is third wave. This is a second wave. Nice.
I was just walking because if they try to freeze the wave, I will pull them out to the tower.
Okay, so you warded river like this. Do you like this ward?
I don't like it, but let's say I ward there, right? Let's say I ward the tri-bush that you wanted. If Poppy flashes the wall, what guarantees me that I will not get the gank?
No, I don't want the tri-bush ward. Just against Poppy, I think this line bush ward is really good against Poppy because she takes hex flash a lot of the time.
No, I'm saying this one. Yeah, this one.
Okay.
Okay.
We both understand. We can move on. But
yeah.
Notice how I really don't like your first buy. You go Doran Blade. Obviously this item scales very well. It's a good item, and you get like 80 HP and obviously Omnivamp and stuff, right? But I just think that
because people here likes to aggressive a lot. Like SeeEl lose his flash level 1. Did you saw it? Level 2 actually. Yeah. When he wants to engage. That's why here it's different. Like I like to buy Doran's Blade on this type of lane phase because they always win. Like now he burn ignite and flashes at 3 minutes of the game.
Yeah,
already.
I this is normal. This is what Alistair should do, even in Korea. It doesn't matter. It has nothing to do with Brazil. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, if you played the lane properly, you should have a HP advantage, and Root shouldn't be able to collect 2 waves for free. I think you can 3-wave push into Kai'Sa because you have range advantage and level 2 first. So number 1, I think that this wave crash, you push the second wave too fast. I think Rakan should just ward line bush and you guys should wait for the next wave. You should play on the next wave. Right? See how you already have a slow push? I want Frosty on left side, ward this bush, play on this wave coming, crash 3 waves. I don't think
he has ward.
Okay, then you need to do it, right? But basically, like, if you don't touch this wave a little earlier, if you don't touch this wave, you should be able to crash on 3 in this matchup because you have level 2 first. It's normal. And if you crash 3 waves plus cannon, in many cases, Kai'Sa is going to be chunked or Alistair's going to be chunked. So even if they're all in you, and thank you so much for the subs and the follows, guys, you're going to, in most cases, make it harder for them to all in you. That's just the matchup. And even if they all in you, if you have longsword, you have double pot, right? So if you just do the math, Doran gives 80 gold, 80 HP, plus you have 1 potion. It's 125 HP, right? When you start longsword, if you think it's a hard matchup, go 3 potions. Easy matchup, go refill. Basically, the math is simple. If you go 3 potions, it's 125 times 3. So it's 375 HP. You just start popping potions the moment you're low, and you just trade. You're always going to have more HP, even with the Omnivamp, than with Doran Blade. Doran Blade, you buy Doran Blade if you don't need if you don't need like quiver early, you want to go for like boots or longsword or tear by. And if you feel like you can just hold on to Doran Blade for a long time. But here,
Don't you think you can get like one shot?
I don't know, it's not possible. If you play with the wave,
Like
it's not
if
possible.
you have longsword, like
No way.
yeah, you are saying the first 3 waves, but
Yeah.
after
I don't think so. I don't think it's
when
that
he gets
easy.
level 3.
I think from level.
I'm only aware
Mhm.
if they engages me, like because did you saw the engage that they flash up?
Mhm.
Like my HP, I almost die. In my mindset,
Yeah.
if I have longsword, maybe I would have die or gets too low. Like now,
Mhm.
Kaisa's not ready for this engage,
Mhm.
right? But
Yeah.
if she's ready, maybe I will or either die or get solo.
Yeah. So,
If I have longsword, I have like I don't have so many HP. You know.
so you know what your problem here is, right? Did SeeEl have flash before? Didn't SeeEl use flash level
No,
1?
no. He used flash.
Yeah. So
used.
he had hex flash, right? So the problem
Yeah.
here is, if he has flash, Rakan should be buying space for you. This is actually not your fault. But there's no world where you should be getting flash W queued against hex flash. If he flashes on top of you like this, then of course like he can. But in this case, he has no flash, right? Let's just say everything goes normal and Alistair has flash. Well, I also think it's like a Frosty thing. Like here, if Frosty is like insta Wing the Kaiser, right? Then it's not that free. It's not that easy, right? And do you also like the idea of going cleanse this game? Look at enemy team. Do you like cleanse? They have 1 CC that you can cleanse, by the way. I mean, I technically poppy E as well if you get slammed into a wall.
Meganar either, I think.
Yeah, but like realistically in a team fight as Xayah, you shouldn't be getting Mega Nard, right? Like I think you should be taking combat sums. So for example, you take heal, Frosty
You think
takes.
we should go ghost?
Well, you can take ghost, you can take heal. I think you can take heal ignite as well to match the lane. Like you should go. Okay, I agree. You will die level 2 if you have something like if enemy has something like Draven or Callista. I agree. But against Kai'Sa, no, because Kai'Sa's champion is not strong when you're in the wave because of the way his Q works. Do you know what I mean? So here, notice how Frosty's literally AFK. What spell does he use? Where's his W? Where's all his spells?
I don't know. He didn't use, I think.
He's just AFK, no?
He have everything. He missed his Q and didn't use his W.
Yeah, the reason he's holding his W is because he thinks that Root will flash his W, right?
Yeah.
But like, he can just peel you as well. He can just run up to SeeEl and just peel you, and it's fine. Like, Kai'Sa is not going to kill you in this state because you have cleanse, right? So SeeEl will be knocked up. You'll be in the wave. Kai'Sa's Q will hit 6 minions. You'll take maybe like 40% damage, 30% damage, and then you'll get push again. It's just not like this. Like, I think that if you're playing against things like Callista or Draven, I agree, but not Kai'Sa. It shouldn't look like this to match up. So I mean, let's look at an example, right? I mean, might as well look at an example. If I just type like Xayah Khan versus Kai'Sa Alistair, so this looks the same, right?
Yeah.
Looks the same. Wave 1, wave 2 push. And this is like, obviously, don't take this seriously because it's Japan Challenger, okay? But I'm just trying to prove a point. Japan Challenger is probably worse than Brazil Challenger, but okay. This is what it should look like.
By the way, I only play the type of the. I only play the way that I play with the waves because it's Poppy.
Yeah, I understand.
You know,
okay, but then
you know what I mean?
If you're really scared of Poppy, you can also level 1 ward, by the way, so that you know where he starts. Like just the main thing that I'm trying to.
2 wards to play the way that you want.
Yeah, so Rakan can put a ward on blue, and you can put a ward on lane, right? After and wave 2. So you can.
I don't think. I think I need some of the wards in the middle of the way or middle of the river. No.
Well, something else you can do is
let's say if she flashes the wall, right?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I think it's more of a like red side into blue side thing where they can flash over Dragon Pit, but sure. Like, okay, main point is, okay, say you need more wards, right? Then let's look at your matchup in mid. Okay? You have Nico into Syndra with push. So he can ward around wave 2. And you have Ivan, right? So does Ivan need his ward? Why can't he ward for you, right? Main thing is like, you're a team game. So here's my mentality versus other people's mentality. Most people, all the coaches will say just focus on yourself, right? I think that's fucking bullshit. Because when you're in solo queue, you need to focus on yourself. You have 4 random teammates that are randomly queued up to you. So you can only focus on yourself. You're the only consistent factor. But what happens in a team? You have 5 people playing together the whole year, right?
Yeah.
So you can't just, you need to learn to blame people. It sounds counterintuitive, but it's important to give feedback. It's important to use your pieces on the map. If you feel like you need multiple wards around bot because of Poppy, then you should. Because Cassante definitely doesn't need it. He's got 7 billion HP, right?
Yeah.
So main point is, there's 2 issues here. One is you did a wave 2 crash, which means you don't hit level 3, right? Which means Alistair level 2 threat is more. And number 2 is like, I think that your ward timer, Kaiser's HP, and like Rakan's positioning is all lacking. So, I mean, the way that you need to think about the game is you need to think about the game as if you played 10,000 times. You can never think about the game as if you've played the situation 2 or 3 times. Right? What will happen if we play the same game 10,000 times? How should my matchup look? Not how did my matchup look, right? I'm not going to tell you more because I might compete against you, and there's a lot to that. But basically, that's what you need to know. There's a lot of sports science stuff there, but
I got it. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. So here, like, when you're level 3, it's not a threat at all. And this is just how the matchup should look, right? Obviously, not the best players, but good enough. So when I see like, actually, maybe Japan is better than you guys because Japan scrims against Korea. But anyway.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Main point is you're chunked. Doran Blade is just BS. It's like your first item breakpoint in this matchup is 10 times more important than feeling safe. It's the same reason when you play mages, if you can't get push on mages, you shouldn't be playing mages. If you play Orianna into Silas and you're jerking off under tower, you should not be playing Orianna. So here, like, you get chunked for 50%. Then you get the vision. And this is just poor early game planning all around and game knowledge. Cassante trades HP for push, and I can't see a lot of the details around your bot lane. But basically, like, I want to see you base 1 minute ago. See how you have double longsword here? I want to see you base now. So you did base at the right timing, but you don't have enough gold because of your item
because of the Doran's Blade,
Yeah. So now your first buy is infinitely more shit. But it's okay, Kaiser's also bad, so she took fucking Crochet Shard. She actually needs boots in this matchup, but that is what it is. And by the way, I'm not even a positional coach. Guys, if you... how do I explain this? If you're outranged, you need boots. If you're playing matchups where you need to all in, like Kaiser, and enemy team outranges you need boots.
My runes.
Not you. No, you don't need boots because you outrange Kaiser. Kaiser needs boots, right?
Kaiser needs boots.
Yeah.
Now, do you think that his first buy he should buy boots?
I mean, unless he wants Q evolve, yeah, I think so. In this match, I mean, let's check, okay? I don't know. I'm not a positional coach, guys. I'm just trying to coach off logic, okay? I'm not sure. I'll be honest. I'm not sure, but I'm guessing.
I think almost no one goes with.
Okay, Kosheish. I guess because of static shiv, right? But
yeah.
This is 1350.
And you have like futures market and
you can buy it early. Yeah. I have seen boots buy though. I have seen boots buy. So maybe it's not possible. But main point is, guys, I'm not someone with like, okay, in this matchup, Zaya goes boots. Makes sense as well. I'm not someone with like insane positional coaching knowledge because I haven't positionally coached properly since 2019, right? But I can tell you the main idea is you should have a clear idea on this, right? So what is my optimal wave management, base timer, window usage, and ward timer for my matchup? What wave am I playing on? What wave am I contesting? What wave am I basing? What bush do I need control of? I mean, there's so much that you need to think about in this game, and then you need to research and understand. I'm probably wrong, as I said, I'm wrong about the boots. I think it's actually the other way around. Maybe you need boots, but the idea is that itemization you can just study by watching some fucking Billy VODs from LPL, right?
Do you think it's good what I did there?
I'll go double check. So let's watch. So here, I mean, what I don't already like is like, see this wave coming that you're about to push? I want the call to go dragon to be already here. Like with this push. Because you guys should win early game fights, right?
Yeah.
But you guys opt to go mid. Whereas I think
because I have nothing to do but side now.
Yeah, but your Ivan's joking off top, right? I think that taking early drakes is really important. because your composition gets really outscaled. Like
I saw. Did you saw the games of T1? Like they always start the Drake at 5 minutes or 6 around the mid jungler and
I mean,
push
so
bot.
do good European teams, right? Like watch Rogue in
Yeah.
2022. Like it just depends on your level. To be fair, I don't think T1's always right. I think they over prioritize Drake, so they overplay Drake. But what's important with Drake is you want to have Soul win condition if you're losing. So if you're like outscaled, right? Because Soul can save you from scaling. So I think that taking early dragon is really important to ending the game and making them fight you early game, because they can just choose to give Drake if you take it too early, right? But here, what you do to push bot and move into mid is fine because you have nothing else to do on the map. This is fine. This is good. If anything, I think Croc is trolling.
This guy should have died, I think. He's hinting.
Yeah, he should have died.
This is misexecution.
Yeah. I mean, he should throw his W here in the middle, and it's undodgeable. But it's fine. It's fine. Like, the idea was fine. You moved into mid. Now you go into bot. So this is your jungler's fault. And then... Okay, so here, this is really fucking bad, what you guys are doing. You guys know why it's bad?
I mean, my wave is pretty bad because it's bounced back now.
Mhm.
I call for help now because I need help, right?
Mhm.
I saw Poppy is going down.
Yeah. So
I need help.
I'll make it really fucking simple, okay? You had a turn on bot, right? On this push. So then you went on to mid and got mid push out, right? So you used your turn on mid, right?
Yeah.
So now it's their turn, right? So if it's their turn, you don't trade on bounce wave. And if you're catching the wave under tower and you need push out, Ivan needs to be here. Ivan needs to be on bot right now, right?
But he needs to be bot after.
Yeah, but he's and taking raptors, right?
It is not on this wave, but the next one, like this one that will crash on under the tower now.
No, I think it's good for him to be a bit early, but he definitely doesn't go river. I know that for sure. And then Ivan's out of position, right? So trading like this, trading HP on push out wave with no Ivan is super bad. So this is Ivan's fault. He should be here 20 seconds earlier, right? But it's also your fault if you don't adapt, you know? Just say to Ivan, we need you mid. Oh, sorry, we need you bot, right? We can't play. We can't play. And you stand here. You stand here and wait for him. And then you guys outplay.
I think Frosty, they died there.
Frosty has such nice hands, actually. Good hands.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
I mean, he's not, but he's got good hands. Yeah, sure.
Mechanically, I think he's good.
Yeah, he's okay. He's good. Yeah. So this next wave is what you're playing on for Drake. But notice how, okay, so the for people that don't understand, because I know there's a lot of noobs, is like Drake spawn every 5 minutes. So elemental Drakes spawn 5 minutes. Most people don't actually know this. Did you know? Because Baron spawns every 6 minutes, and Elder spawns 6 minutes, and Herald spawns 6 minutes. So people think Drake spawn 6 minutes, but normal Drakes spawn every 5 minutes. So the way that you have to think about this is, let's just say that you take it at 5:30. The next one is going to be 10:30, right? So let's just say you take the next one at 11, next one at 16:30, and next one at 22. You can contest Soul around 23 minutes normally. So if you're getting outscaled as this side, because enemy team win side, enemy team have longer arms, enemy team outscale for sure, right? Then you want to fight as early as possible, right? That's why it's really important to take elemental Drakes early, because you want to make sure that you want to fight the Soul. Here, everyone's just... And now they hit at 7 minutes. So let's just say they take they take Drake at 8, right? Now it's going to be 13:30. Even if they take every Drake perfectly, 19, 24:30. Realistically, about 25, 26 minutes, right? These 4 minutes is a difference between winning or losing the game. These 4 minutes is the difference between Syndra having 120 stacks and 3 items and nothing.
Kai'Sa too. Kai'Sa, if Kai'Sa gets 4 items, the game it will be fucking hard.
Yeah, so what's happening right now is like Zaya's getting outscaled, Nico's getting outscaled, and Ivan's like, just jerking off. Like he's watching porn or something. Like he's literally fucking AFK. Like
I was looking at your face.
He's like not playing the game. So now what happens is they call for Drake. They don't even Drake. Now, when do you guys actually take the Drake? Fucking 10 minutes into the game. Now you're outscaled. The only way that you win now is Baron, plus Elder. Baron plus Herald. You need to hit Baron at 20 minutes. Because if it goes to 30 minutes, there's a 0% chance you win. 0%. Unless you have a huge lead. 0%. You know? Can I get banned for that?
I don't think so.
I don't really stream often.
I don't think.
So I don't. Okay. Anyway. So, basically, Rakan used a turn on bot. I mean, this is just like Herald timer. I think Red was a team that over prioritized Herald from the games that I saw of you.
Oh yes.
You should fight Herald in this draft for sure. But now the question is, do you want to be here now or do you want to be here a wave earlier, right? So let's have a look. Here you both base. I think the best play when you base at... This is actually a perfect base timer. When you base at 720.
I'm ahead of tempo
Yeah.
in Kaisa. Like, let's say Kaisa stay bot side. She can't hit the tower bot side, right?
Yeah.
Because she needs to go base. That's why I moved to the Herald.
No,
I stack the wave and I move.
This is perfect, Titan. But the thing is, I think you don't understand map play here. When you go mid, Cassante should already be basing and thinking about swap.
Yeah, of course he needs to go bot, but
Yeah.
but what if like I didn't remember what happened that time, but I think for sure because Cassante needs to be bot when I move. I should just or either swap to top side, right, when I get the Herald, or I just go base and go bot once again.
Yeah, so the thing is, like, you always want to use this tempo on Herald because you're outscaled. The problem is FNB uses his TP top, right? Which means that Robo has TP advantage. So say Robo matches Cassante and there's a 4v4 top side, it could be really bad, right? So what you need to do is use Xayah Rakan's tempo to get mid push into going to top and get top push as Xayah Rakan. And Cassante needs to base and open up on mid and then go into bot. He shouldn't run straight bot because there could be a fight on top side and secure the Herald. But what ends up happening is you go bot alone for this next wave when you should already be on this mid wave. Cassante catches 2 more waves, then you go into mid, then Cassante hovers top, and then now what happens is there's a leak on bot and top waves, right? This is really, really fucking bad. You guys just don't know how to play Herald properly. I don't know how else to say it. You guys drop 3 waves to 4 waves of farm because you guys play the macro incorrectly, right? If you respect the tempo on your tempo lead and you insta swap, this doesn't happen. Does that make sense? Do you see or no?
Yes, yeah. I saw it.
So you going bot here is unbelievably bad because they need you mid and top side to get this Herald. And now, crashes 2 waves. Bot crashes 2 waves.
I agree with you if my jungler is already on the Herald, but if he's on base, I don't think so.
Well, that's his problem, right?
Yeah, I don't think so. If you come back now and you say to me, "Oh, Titan, you need to be mid now already," my jungler needs to be on the Herald and start the Herald.
I don't necessarily agree. I think that your jungler should
because if it's delayed, like I will lose something.
Okay,
for
so
sure.
I think
or Kaisa will get more than me.
Jungles should be on Herald, but he's at max 15 seconds of tempo behind. And if you're mid 1 turn early, do you agree that you get mid prior earlier? Do you agree that in a situation...
I already have, no?
Yeah. So, I mean, no, it's 50-50. Syndra's catching,
I don't
right?
think it is. Because my Rakan is first there, no?
It's
like
close.
There, I remember that I had the push that time, no?
Okay, I mean, I guess you have push. The main point is, you can start hitting. Ivan can run top.
Start hitting.
Exactly. So you can start hitting and hit the Herald without Ivan. Ivan joins 2 seconds later, and you win the 5v5, you win the 4v4 anyway, right? The main point is it's really...
The situation, let's remember what you said, right? You want Cassandra to go base which time? So I want to understand when Cassandra needs to go base.
He needs to go base after top wave, yeah. So after this
wave. So you want me to go mid first?
Yes.
And after go top?
Yes. So you would...
This is one of the play that that is good to play in Herald for sure.
Yeah.
Because I will not lose so much.
Yes, exactly.
I will lose a little bit to get more after.
I mean,
this is fine for me.
I mean, the main thing is like you don't want to drop waves. That's a big trap, right? Noob teams drop so many waves when gold, it's like free gold, right? So of course, like if you go bod, you get the guaranteed wave, but you're going to get top wave anyway, right? So what should happen is like Ivan is like really just, I don't know what he's doing. He's actually just fucking all game, but like he should already be here, okay? Main point is, even if he's not here, you should have numbers on mid, and you see this next wave that Robo's pushing. You should be catching this next wave. So you should be hitting Herald and hovering topside and thinking about top wave, and then you swap again. So like smooth play would look something like this. He should hit Herald insta, but let's just say he's like this because he's trolled, right? Then you have mid push, hit, move, catch, push.
Oh, you want me to catch, right?
Yeah, yes, catch, move,
Push once
swap.
again, go base, right?
Yeah. Okay. I mean, it's just like every situation will be different. Just the main thing is like generally.
But this is simple.
Yeah, if you have tempo, you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know why you have tempo and you go back bot. Because the only thing that this does is make root catch one wave, and they should lose everything on the map here, right? I mean, like, they don't lose as much as they would against like a better team, is what I'm saying. So now you get the Herald, now you go bot, you lose probably around 300 gold, and one plate.
I flash there? What the fuck do I flash? This guy.
I mean, I can see. Oh, okay,
Oh,
Frost. Wow. Shiba.
This guy should die.
Caralho, support bagre. Support bagre. What
This
the
guy should
fuck?
die.
Support bagre.
Because I'm gonna stun him, but he went to E.
Okay, Frosty. By the way,
I remember why I
guys,
flash.
I'm gonna be honest. I think that Frosty is like top 2 in the region. So I'm just joking around when I'm blaming him. Okay, I do think he's actually very talented. I think he has like a lot of he has good mechanics. I just think that here he misplayed for sure, and he needs to learn more about the map. So he pushes. Okay. Now they go on Drake.
10 minutes.
Okay, so now it's like, for me, if I look at this draft and I see a 500 gold deficit with Herald, I just want to go next draft, to be honest. You'll lose this game, no? How do you win this game?
No.
You win this game?
I think we get so much at the swap that I called.
But basically, Loud is really terrible around objectives. So maybe that's how you won the swap, but let's see.
Like now, I swapped because they are behind on tempo, right?
Okay.
I'm gonna push one more, and yeah, this is kind of wave. I'm gonna push in front of them.
Mhm.
This is cheating, right? This is cheating.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna go base after, and open to top side. I think Sante opens to bot side now, and he have TP. If they stay bot side to do something, we have like number advantage, right? We have TP top, and that's why I made us. And we have Herald. That's why I call for the.
I'll tell you the perfect play. So the swap is good, but you see how Nico trades and base TPs. So what you should do is, do you have a big buy here? You shouldn't. It should be a small buy.
No, I haven't.
You should. So what you should do is you should walk into mid on this wave because you have tempo, right?
This is so perfect. Like if you want me to do that, like I need to be so much better than I am now.
Yeah, but I'm just letting you know what they were doing. Like this is how I teach the game in Europe, right?
Yeah,
Here you would go into mid. Nico would base.
This is the perfect situation,
exactly,
right?
Yeah, go into mid, but he doesn't need to TP for tempo here, right? So notice how he TPs back. He TPs back here. He holds this TP. You catch this next wave, so you get an extra wave of farm. Then you go into top, and Nico walks into mid on the next wave. So now you have. Pardon?
I saw this happens on LCK once.
Yeah, this is called a super swap. Rogue used to do it. G2 do it. It was like a more rogue thing. But basically, like, you would catch mid, then go into top. Nico would catch the next wave on mid and have TP for Cassante bot, so they can't dive Cassante. But if Nico uses TP, then they can kind of dive Cassante, right?
Do you think?
It's
I don't think.
Maybe not. He's pretty fucking tanky.
This guy's without little tempo.
Yeah,
if this guy kills this Cassante, I don't know nothing about League of Legends.
Maybe Syndra can TP. I don't fucking know, right? But main point is like, okay, you're probably right. He's probably unkillable. The main thing I'm trying to say is, as a concept, you want Cassante, you want Nico to have TP as a concept because you want to cover your weak side, right? Because jungle should play top side, so Nico having TP is actually really big. You get an extra wave of farm, and you're the main carrier in this game, right? So this is like a really good way to get more gold. But
I call something like before. Can you go before? When I swap there, I say to AJs, maybe Pop is gonna come top side when no one is showing bot side, you know? Because I already know that Nara is gonna go bot without TP. And Kisante is hitting bot, right? Now, in my mindset, I thought that their bot lane is gonna come through top side and defend the Herald, right?
Yeah.
Now I say to Aegis, what if you go bot side and Herald bot that time? Because it's better, no? We will get the first tower for free because Nari is gonna go base too late, and I still have the wave top side and 3 wards for Rakan when it turns to swap once again.
So wait, so you want a Herald where Cassante is?
Yeah, because Poppy is gonna come to defend, and as you say, like my Nico TP before, right? And now Syndra can push.
Yep.
That time Syndra can push.
Yeah.
I mean, it will be harder to use Herald top side when they already know that I'm gonna be top because I swapped. When Kisante shows bot side, I'm gonna swap top side. They already knew it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they are done. But they already knew it, and they call for their bot lane to come top side. And what do you think about the situation?
I mean,
you think it's right to send Iron bot?
You're right that you can't Herald top. So if Ivan forces a Herald on top, he's inting. But I also think that your play is the second best play. I think it's better than whatever happens probably. I think the best play here is that Ivan hovers top. You have tempo on Kaiser Alistar, right? So you actually swap back and then you Herald bot. Like basically for me...
Swap once again?
Yeah, I want you to push... Okay, ideally, if you swap again now, it's trash because you based, right?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But if you went from bot into mid into top, then you have a bunch of gold. Okay, wait, it's snowball really. I'll tell you the ideal play and then I'll tell you like all the scenarios. So the best play... Sorry guys, one sec.
But what you want me to do is to push one more, go base and go bot once again.
No, yeah, I mean, okay. Now I'll tell you the best play first. Let me explain. So you go bot, you have push, right? Earlier.
Yeah.
Then you go mid. Instead of mid TPing, mid walks to lane. You catch one wave. Top goes into bot. You go into top. You push. Then you base and you go back bot. Right? So the mid catches. So top pushes. You get tempo. Bot lane tries to match. Then you have like 900 gold. You should. Somewhere like that. Then you base. Yeah. Then jungle plays fast on bot. This is what should have happened. Right? But because you guys are obviously not like the best team in the world, you based here. Then you ran to top, right? So now it's kind of awkward because you don't have much gold. But as a concept, I don't like heralding bot. I like it more than heralding top because I think top side is not really heraldable because they can defend, right?
Yeah.
But I don't like it because I don't want to give gold to Cassante. I don't think he.
Yeah, during the game, I felt that I shouldn't use Herald for Cassante, but it feels better than using top side when I swapped.
So I think in this situation, the swap is actually not as smurf as you think it is, because I think on next turn their bot lane will defend. I think the swap is smurf if you do the super swap. So bot goes into mid goes into top, then you push, then you base, then you go bot, jungle plays into bot side. This is perfect.
Yeah. Then I should have done this before. Like if I done this like a couple of times, maybe it would be more easier, you know. Like,
but basically what I see here is like I'm pretty sure you have to just push bot and then herald bot because your tempo is a bit awkward, and I don't think you should be basing insta, right? So maybe you have to herald bot here, but I don't think it's also bad to swap back. It's not the worst. Because they'll be stuck top, right? They'll catch this wave. They'll play next wave.
But I need to push one more, no? Yeah. Because I have tempo.
Yeah.
I should have pushed one more.
So maybe you push one more here. You push this next wave coming. Or you push this next wave coming. Then you base and run bot and then you herald bot. So the call itself, like, it's better than heralding top. But I hate it because I don't like giving gold to this guy. Does that make sense? And I also think your swap execution is like quite lacking in general. Okay. So yeah, I mean, you get a lot off the swap though, because they're just trolling the macro.
Yeah, we get first blood this year.
Yeah. So what they should have done is they should have known that they're behind in tempo on bot side, so they should have committed fully to top side here. You see here, they're like commit 3 to mid. They should actually play hard to top and trade top plates. So this is already gone. So they should send 1 to defend and 3 on top and take plates and then make you go bot or make you play mid and then Nico into bot, right? That should be the play. But they're kind of bad and they fuck around mid. Then they're second on the map. then Cassante goes on top side with TP, and you get push on top as well, and you get top tower, and you get bot tower, and you get top plates, and you get tempo. So you get basically everything here. This is really good. Titan. I think your call was like probably like it was very high level, you know? I just think it can be higher level, basically. It's good though. Good idea. I think you have a good awareness of like who's on the map and the timings around the map.
I think by that time we're messing up like our times now. Because we should have played through mid side, no?
Yeah, I mean, you need to choose, right? If you can get mid prior, you should always play through mid. If you can't get mid push, then you should play through side. Like Envy's position is troll, Aegis position is troll, FMB's position is troll.
Because if they are on the wave, of course I'm gonna push every time.
Yeah, exactly.
If Ivan use his pushes on the mid wave and FNB use his body, of course I'm gonna get this wave. 100% I'm gonna get this wave. And it will be like 10 seconds to the Drake, right?
Yeah.
10 seconds.
Yeah.
This wave it's important.
Yeah.
If we push this wave, it will be like so good because they will not trade for something.
So a couple of things you need to know. Here Kai'Sa has static shiv, right? So Kai'Sa can one-shot this wave coming. So it's very important because she's short-range champion, right? That you zone her from the wave as 4. So like Frosty, Aegis, and Nico, so Envy need to be mid right now to not let
They need to move up, no?
Because if Root can walk up to the wave and hit it, I bet you she does. Look, it's already fucked.
Yeah, because our position is fucking bad now.
Yeah, well, the position's bad, but also the item, right? Because static shiv one-shots the wave. Like, you want to zone her from the wave, push, make her clear here, then go in and take vision. But you guys are very disconnected here. You guys need to connect. And Cassante's obviously topside just massive. I don't know. This is all really bad. Now Kai'Sa gets pushed. Now you're retaking, right? So this is a very bad game state. Even though you got like 1k gold lead, like you're really outscaled this game, by the way. Any top team would never lose from this position. Yeah, like they would outscale you really hard. Like red Canids are really fucked here if they know how to play. Like if this is a top team, I think 8 out of 10 games Loud should win from draft. Not that it's like the best draft. I'm saying that because Loud have position, Loud have stalled the game, and Red hasn't snowballed. Nice. Okay. Okay, so when I saw Pain versus Loud, I got mega cancer because neither side knew how to play objective. So let's see if Nelson LPL. Why do you give this push? Like, what's the point of hitting this? Why do you hit this? They're split. They're split and Robo's bot, right? And you have Nico TP. Why do you give so much space? If you give the you have Pixel Ward, right? If you have Pixel Bush, they can't walk in here for free. That's the whole point of the fucking Pink Ward, you know? They just give so much space. It's the same shit. Like, look at this versus even Vietnam. Look at Gam versus TW, right? You know, like, even Vietnam fights over these bushes. Like, wait. If you see the way they play objectives, they will literally die over this bush, by the way. Look. They make them use pinks. They make them trade HP. They try to fight, you know? You can't give this for free. You have position. This is an advantage, right? It's like if you're playing, and I'm using very harsh words here, but like if you're, and I wouldn't in a team environment, it's for content, but say you're playing like chess, right? And you have checkmate in 2. This is like fucking around and moving pawns. It's like you have position, they have no vision. You have flank position for Rakan. A tanker, so FMB can hold this position. You have Zaya, so it's impossible to engage. Croc is split from the map. Robo's on bot side, and Nico's TP. They should get poked coming in here, and you should drag the dragon, and you should hold this position and look to fight. It's 3v4, right? But you give this pink ward for free. I mean, this is still pretty free, by the way. This is illegal. So the reason this is bad.
Well, I recognize this so fucking late after because when we press through bot side, I saw Nara on the laning, and I say go, just go engage because they are so separate, right?
Yeah.
It will be free fight for sure, but we shouldn't give that a push for sure.
Yeah, exactly. All 4 of these guys are trolling because FMB should not let them in for free. Frosty should be in flank, but when you hit this position, you can only ult Alistar. Look, you can only ult Alistar, right?
Yeah.
So this is not good. This is actually really bad. This is really bad.
Yeah.
So you
I agree.
one man ult Alistar, and then it's a 5v5 now. These fights you can carry though. They
Yeah,
misplay.
I win by the way this.
Yeah. So okay, I'll tell you what Loud should do when they lose position, and Red play better. Basically, here Seos has flash, right? So he should not flash Q. He should actually just leave. He traded Rakanol for Alistar ult, right? And Robbo has Mega now. So leave. Just leave. Just walk away. Walk away. Now you're fucked. So you made the good call to go in here, Titan. This is good. This is really good. But like you called it too late, you know? Your team should know this. I mean, I think all five
but
members should
this
know.
is too late.
But basically, like, because you gave this bush and Alistair's really tanky, if he doesn't he flashed, right? If he just backs off, they hold this line. Robbo has Mega now, right? Now they have inside edge. Now they have control of Dragon.
They have more range than us.
Yeah,
If
so-
they really want to fight front to front, they are gonna win.
So what should have happened here was Alistar should trade ult for ult, which is fine, right? Because Rakan ult is 10 times more valuable. Alistar should back off. Croc should start hitting this. Root should go right side, and Tinon should go right side too. And then Robbo should stand here. Tinon should stand here. Root should stand here. They should hit the Drake. They should hold this position and then try 5v5. I mean, everyone is playing bad. Every single fucking player is playing bad. I cannot believe this shit. This tilts me so much. And then Seos flashes in. Seos flashes in when everybody is out of position. And then why? Just hit the fucking dragon. They can't engage. You have no Rakan ult. So what are they going to do? Fucking is Cassante going to flash ult someone? Like, what are they going to do? You guys are fucked here, by the way. You have to play on midwave if they're good. Alistar just walks away, holds this position, clears this ward, hits the Drake. You can't engage, right? Look at their comp versus look at your comp. Then you have to go into midwave. You've just lost the Drake. Then they outscale you, right? GG.
Yeah.
It's over here. The game is over here. Like 5 times. I'm just like, and then now like, I mean, it's Brazil, right? So it's all relative. So now you do a nice ult. People peel around you. And then you smurf the team fight. So yeah, I mean, the team fight was great. The call was correct to turn. Well, I don't think the call was correct to turn as well, actually. At that point, it was too late, so you should let them come into you. But main point is you clean up, you get the kill, and now the game is actually snowballed, so now you can win. Right? Because you have a 3k gold lead, you have 2 Drakes, you have tempo, you're going to push the lanes. So now it's good. But the reality is, this is such a bad game state for enemy team and for you on both sides, and nobody is playing correctly. So now you walk into mid. I think from this position, you should 1v9. So, okay, first of all, this thing, I hate this.
2 pinks.
Yeah, like
I am the only one AD carry that buy more pinks than every AD carry.
Yeah, but basically the way that I teach it is, I don't think you should buy many pinks until you have 2 core.
Of course, I don't need it.
Yeah,
but
I mean, maybe it's OP in Brazil because like no one buys vision, right? Because no one buys vision.
Yeah. I learned to put one vision like safely, and the next one aggressive. You know?
So basically,
because it will turn to be like one push, you ward, second push, you do one objective, right?
Yeah, I mean, what I like
or one play, it depends.
For me, I prefer you put one pink ward in a defensive position so it doesn't get cleared, right? And then you don't buy pinks until you have your second core. Because like you need to play. I mean, this is CV Max-ish philosophy, but like your champion is designed as a late game insurance policy. So if it gets to late game, you carry. Why would you do things that go against that? Putting one pink is fine. Depends on the game. Defensively. But if you buy multiple pinks, it's so bad for the game. Because it could be the difference between you having 2 items and 1.5 core. It's the difference between winning or losing, really. Or 2 items and 3 items, you know? It really is that big of a difference.
Do you know Coach Warlock and Nelson? Nelson and Warlock, both of them say this to me. Like, you shouldn't buy that many pinks that you buy.
Yeah, because Nelson knows the game. Nelson has good game knowledge. I mean, I don't know much about Nelson, but I know that he has game knowledge. Right? Yeah. I don't know about his people skills. I don't know about how he runs teams. I don't know about how much he knows about the scientific process. But I do know he knows the game because he's from LPL and he's coached G2, right? And when you're around good players, you learn stuff. So, yeah, and this is all fine. I mean, like, I just don't like this double pink thing. Obviously, it's just because Vision can be OP in Brazil because people don't clear this shit. But the thing is, like, if you against good teams, they'll just insta-clear this ward, you know? Then you just sink like 300 gold on pink wards. Okay, so you catch
This play
Robert.
is crazy.
It's good.
I think.
Okay, so the idea was that
That's why I went to mid.
yeah.
Because they can do Baron, right? If they are
Yeah.
faster.
Okay, wait, I didn't realize that Cassante used TP here.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, I think
It's
like
crazy.
you can do this play if it's not TP, because then you need TP for Nash, right? But I think
Yeah.
this is a bit risky normally.
But but they can't do it because Kaisa have 2 items and no damage at the Baron. But it was a risky play for sure. For
Yeah.
me, it was risky.
Yeah, I mean they have really slow Nash, so if that was calculated, sure. If it wasn't, it's bad, right? Nice. Well done, Frosty. Frosty's actually mechanically good, by the way, guys. He's actually not bad. I think he's like the second best support after Seos.
I don't know why I flash. Shouldn't flash there.
He has a lot of potential. Okay, Nash. I don't really want to break this down because I'm going to tilt, but let's just see.
Huh?
I wouldn't actually coach like this in real life, by the way, guys. I'm a lot less angry. Oh my god. Okay, so what's the problem here? Basically, like just keep one in flank and think about flank position yourselves, right? Like one person could be flanking on their team and they have Kaiser. So Frosty should be here. He can always ER anyway. So like he should be here. You guys should be playing off the pixel. FNB should be holding position alone. And then if anything, actually Frosty can flank and FNB can be here, but it can't be 2 on flank. It needs to be one of the 2. If Rakan is here, FNB needs to be here. If Frosty's here, then Rakan needs to be, sorry, the other way around, right? One of the 2. Cassante or Rakan needs to be next to you and they need to be buying space. But you have double flank position and you all dive and they have a dive comp. So this fight actually ends up being close. I think that if Alistar doesn't W, it's actually not great. If anything, I think Alistar should W this way. Not this way, because he's next to Ivan. And then Root just one-shots you, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, I think, okay, so Loud is trolling the Baron as well. They give just, I mean, see how easy it is to get Pixel Bush and CBLOL? They just walk in. It's so crazy. I think there's no one taught you. Like none of these, given that all top 5 teams don't do it, nobody just talks about it at all.
We just stopped doing it because before,
yeah,
all things that you are saying now, we have done it. Like if you watch the game against Kaboom 2020-21, you will see that we are gonna fight through this bush.
Why?
We just stopped doing it.
I think like CBLOL was interesting because I feel like it's a region where the macro is bad, but the players are like actually not terrible.
If you watch into 2021, you will see. But now we just stopped doing it.
Kaboom?
I think this series is one of this that we are fighting on the bushes in objectives. But we just stopped doing it.
Okay, but when you're like red side, you guys are misplaying here too. Okay, so when you what you did here was good, pulling it right side, but when you're red side, you want to ward here and here, and you actually want to hold this choke as well. So you give
but you are saying about the bushes.
Yeah. But like basically you're misplaying here too, but yeah, it's better than before.
Yeah,
because you're pulling it, but this is a 50-50, right? You shouldn't enable this. You have numbers, right?
Yeah.
So this is illegal as well.
I'm just pointing.
Yeah, but it's better. It's better. It's better.
Yeah.
I agree. Makes sense because for me, I mean, there was something missing about this team. Like the way I see Grefta is, as I said, like Brazilian Niski. He's like really lacking in lane, but like good around the map. Like knows how to move for laners and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's good because you have a farming jungle like Aegis. But in your mid laner, I think your mid lane is a bit more selfish. The game just I mean he was playing Nico and just sitting mid, right? So like here you have like Vex that's moving around so that Aegis can farm and then you have a tanker topside to play a strong side bot, right? So your team identity here makes a lot more sense for me on how I would build a team. Anyway, oi oi oi. So tudo bem? Tudo bem? Welcome guys. Boa noite. So yeah, but a bit better. So shall we finish this off and then maybe we'll conclude the session for now? So here, red opt to hit the Nash. So the thing with, okay, what do you like? Do you like this?
No.
Why?
I mean, it's fine because FNB can tank forever, but and Alistar has no flash poppy either. But the situation is not good for sure.
Is a Croc has ulti and he has Hex Flash, and they have a lot of ways to buy space for this 50-50.
Yeah.
So you on blue side, it's different from red side because of terrain, right? Because they can steal over this wall and they can play with range. So Root and Tinones is really happy playing like this. So you actually need deep vision and hold the deep vision. So you actually need to either retreat Nash, so if they walk in, they die.
I think we flipped this Baron.
Yeah. This is super bad. Like you see right now, guys, this should be a fight. They should be ready to fight here. See how they get deep vision first? They shouldn't hit the Nash. They should play to fight behind the Nash.
It feels like we are 12-1, like too strong against them, like 6k ahead.
Yeah,
but we are in.
Yeah, you want to lose. It's amazing.
It feels like we are not that strong during the game.
Yeah, I mean it happens. It's because of like Ivan and stuff. Like it does happen like that. But basically, like you want to play for tier 2 top or you want to play for fight in enemy jungle.
It feels like we are not that strong. Just I don't know.
But if you feel like you're not strong, it's even more the reason you should never hit Nash. You know, like you should always like either look for fight or push waves or play for tower. So if you
saw this game like after, we just stopped to get some advantage. Like with this advantage that we had, I think we should just smash them, no? But we stopped get advantage.
Yeah, so this
and
is
this pop is trolling.
Yeah, I mean he doesn't have vision. That's why.
Yeah.
So this makes sense, by the way. He doesn't have vision. He sees 3.7k, and you have 5 people in the Nash, right? So he has to Hex Flash over.
Yeah, he died. He died there.
Yeah, I mean, from his perspective, he can only go over, you know? Like, how can he not go over? But I don't think he should go in like this. He should
I think we only start because of Alistar recall. Can you back? Because we saw his vision, like 2 visions now, and he used it, we break it, and we say that we can start, I think. I don't remember actually.
So the problem here is there's hex gates as well. So you need to think about the tempo saved. Because of hex gate.
Like we break the plant, I think. Yeah, we are gonna break the plant. Now he used 1 pink. He's gonna use 2 wards. And after that they will have no wards. They burn all of his wards, I think. Can you play? They use both pinks, right? And I'm not hitting the Nash. I'm hitting the pinks.
Yeah, that's good. What you're doing is really good. But basically, like, it's still not best. Because I think
but it's not fine. I think it's fucking hard because if they really want to steal, it's easy.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible, right? It doesn't matter if it's easy or hard, it's possible. So when you're this ahead, you don't need to. Like, even if you don't hit Nash, you win the game in like 2 minutes. You just play on Drake, right? You have 3 Drakes.
4 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, 4 minutes. Yeah, Croc is trolling. He should never go in, right? Wow, Nico lands a big ult. Envy's a pretty clutch team fighter as well. It's a good thing about him. But it ends up still being close, which is so crazy, you know? Like, you have to 1v9 this fight, and Aegis is still holding aggro. It's so insane. I don't know.
What?
Aegis is still holding Baron aggro, and the fight is like, you just solo carry the fight. You're free hitting.
It's fine, bro.
But they shouldn't play like this. So we'll stop here. I think, did you have a good session? What do you think?
Yeah, I think I learned a little bit about the swap. I think the swap is most important thing that I learned today, like with you. And about the the items.
Yeah, they're like just lane phase, like
Yeah.
thinking about what wave to play on, and then just like thinking about item breakpoint.
About the wave management, I think it depends on what it is. What is their jungler?
Yes,
Like
yes,
because
yes.
Poppy can be a fast clear, right?
Yeah. Poppy
And she
versus
can flash to the wall.
Poppy versus
Like,
Viego is different, right?
Yeah,
Obviously.
let's say I haven't Kisante top side, right? And he needs ward.
Yeah.
And my mid needs ward.
Yeah.
What can I do?
Yeah, exactly. In those cases, then I mean, okay. So the thing is, mid needing ward is a fallacy because if you ward enemy jungle and then you ward one on river, mid should play without wards. Mid is like the easiest lane to play around because like you have a really short lane, but there should never be a case where like your mid, top, bot lane all need wards. Or you can also just adjust your wave management, right? Basically,
I'm just curious, like how I should play after, because that situation is it's fine for me. Like, of course, I need ward. I need to call, right? This is one thing that I need to call for my team to ward for me. If I'm afraid to get gank level 3 from Poppy, right?
Yeah. So basically the way that you need to think about this is like if bot lane or mid, so say mid wards for you, then bot lane wards for mid later. That's kind of the concept. Basically what you need to understand is if Ivan paths bot, right? Top should never need the ward though. There's something that you need to understand. And thank you for the sub, this charming woman. The reason is top is weak side, right? So top knows that he has to play 1v2. So if jungle comes top, then he's playing 1v2. If jungle doesn't come top, then he's playing to just he's just playing to like push and push his lead. In that case, he doesn't really need a ward either. So basically, like one person in the team should always be able to give you a ward, always, right? And if you have three winning lanes where they all need wards, then it can be a bit difficult if the enemy jungle is drafted around like punishing. But that comes down to super play and position and all that kind of stuff. So what do you do after? Well, you should have your second trinket up at 4 minutes. The game changes, right?
If I ward, probably in the second wave, of course I'm gonna have the second one at 420, 430.
Exactly. So you should be able to refresh it by then, and in the time that you haven't refreshed it, you should be able to play with your jungler or have your jungler cover, or your jungler needs to find the enemy jungle as an objective. So yeah, that's about it today. I think we'll call it here. Hope you enjoyed it. That's what a day working with SeeEl looks like normally.